Greetings, everyone. I'm Steve Horton, Mayor of the City of Covington. Covington is a warm, friendly community with culturally diverse roots that date back to the early 1800s. Southern heritage and hospitality, coupled with long-standing, forward-thinking local government leadership and community planning, makes Covington, Georgia, located at the corner of yesterday and tomorrow, the ideal place to live, work, or visit. Often called the Hollywood of the South, Covington, or at least parts of it, has been viewed through the medium of the television and movie screen across the country and around the world. Whether out of nostalgia for our quaint southern charm or because of our film notoriety, tens of thousands of people visit our community annually, and we must excel to keep them here. We are eager to learn and put best practices to work. It may not be easy, but along with help from the GICH program grant, our encouraged and passionate team members and citizens will work together to discuss all the issues and develop potential housing strategies to meet the needs of all resident citizens. They will also work with our local elected officials and implement the new housing policies and programs our citizens need and deserve. We may be looking for new ways to solve old or existing problems, but we are definitely not lost. We are Covington, Georgia, where people come first. Now, let's take a brief tour to let you see what we see. We will begin our tour at the Covington South community.
Hello everyone, I am Mary Darby and I will take you through Covington South. You enter Covington South off of Flat Shoals Road via Sunny Drive. This is a community that is suffering mainly due to a lack of connectivity. The community has only one entry point, no parks or other connections to the rest of the city. Additionally, this neighborhood has experienced significant blight due to absentee landlords. The main thoroughfare that connects this community is dangerous for pedestrians. The neighborhood makes up 7 streets that exist in both the city and county. Because this community sits in both the county and city, it creates challenges with zoning and code enforcement. We hope that through the GICH program, we can find viable long-term solutions to the problems facing Covington South. Kim is at Settlers Grove waiting on you, but I'll see you later.
Hi, I'm Kim Carter. I'm the former mayor of the City of Covington, a former GICH team member, and a current GICH committee member, but most importantly, I'm a housing enthusiast. First, let me thank you for the previous assistance we've received from GICH, and to also say we hope we are chosen again. We're here at the Settlers Grove subdivision. When I was a child, I remember this was once a thriving single-family home community. Today, it has numerous challenges and needs significant redevelopment. Entering Settlers Grove off of Hazelbrand Road, you will find this community situated just south of I-20, nestled between industrial and high-traffic shopping centers. Settlers Grove is the first and only of our challenged communities featured today where residents can walk to amenities, yet they have a whole set of issues that we need GICH assistance with. Within Settlers Grove, you will find a once promising single-family community overtaken by absentee landlords and poor infrastructure. One of the biggest challenges exists around zoning and code enforcement, as this community is split between city and county jurisdictions. This split also causes many problems with public safety, first responders, and public works activities. We want to find new and better ways to improve our housing stock, strengthen our infrastructure, and connect our challenged communities, including Covington South, Green Acres, and Settlers Grove. We want to connect them to the great work that's being done elsewhere in Covington. Now let's hit the road again. Let's head to Green Acres, another of Covington's challenged communities.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're still with us. We're in the Green Acres community. The Green Acres community sits just northeast of Covington South, located off of Jackson Highway. Green Acres is made up of one main street that curves throughout the neighborhood with several small dead-end streets. One of the main issues here is connectivity, just like Covington South. There is a lack of walking trails and plenty of boarded-up structures. Many boarded-up structures are due to absentee landlords and poverty. In Green Acres, we see illegal dumping and overgrown vegetation, which creates visual barriers to Green Acres being attractive for housing redevelopment. With poverty comes crime. As we work to address crime, we also want to address the lack of amenities. Residents without cars have a long walk to grocery stores and other necessities. Although we have many challenges in our communities, we also have many accomplishments, like the Cricket Frog Trail.
I'm Maurice Carter. Today I want to share with you a special place that's just outside my back door. People say good things come to those who wait, but there's more to it than that, like vision, opportunity, innovation, and especially perseverance. The Cricket Frog Trail was conceived in the late 90s by local visionaries inspired by the Silver Comet Trail in West Georgia to create a similar gem in Newton County from an unused Central of Georgia Railroad corridor. Dreams spark ideas, but vision is just the first step of a long journey. Despite the best efforts of the local nonprofit Newton Trails and support from private citizens, business owners, and local officials, it's taken over 2 decades to bring those dreams to life. As a former chair of Newton Trails, I was one of many who persevered. But today, the Cricket Frog Trail is very much alive. Covington has partnered with Newton Trails to pave 4.5 miles of trail within the city limits by the end of this year. With technical assistance and oversight from Atlanta's Path Foundation, the builders of the Silver Comet Trail and portions of the Atlanta Beltline, we're creating a first-class trail to connect Covington's neighborhoods, business districts, schools, and activity centers for transportation, recreation, and healthy outdoor living. When the full 15-mile rail corridor is built out by the county and other municipalities, the Cricket Frog Trail will extend to surrounding cities and neighboring counties. With connectivity comes renewed interest in every Covington neighborhood and business district the path touches. The rail trail itself is only the backbone of a broader network of trails to touch and revitalize our most challenged neighborhoods. Covington will continue to grow those places to spur new investment. Now, let's visit a neighborhood near the Cricket Frog Trail where public investment and residential housing walk hand in hand today.
Greetings, I'm Shamika Tucker, Executive Director of the Covington Housing Authority. Not too long ago, Walker's Bend was a nearly abandoned subdivision, a community laying victim to the housing crash of 2008. Less than a decade ago, the Covington Redevelopment Authority stepped in, acting as a master developer, and conducted the planning and partnering to purchase the vacant properties. Today, this development highlights something genuinely worth noting: the coordination between federal, state, and local government and public and private agencies to revitalize the community. Private developers use low-income tax credits to build affordable single-family units. Habitat for Humanity partnered with the county, using NSP funds to purchase 9 homes for new owners. Newton County and DCA invested NSP dollars, and the Covington Housing Authority received a $1 million loan from Newton Federal Bank to build New Leaf Center, a 28-unit apartment building in this community. Viewpoint Health used state and federal grants to build Clover Bridge, a 30-unit apartment building with supportive services. Recently, the Housing Authority has worked with the city and the Redevelopment Authority to purchase and begin development on the remaining lots in this subdivision. The desire to see this community realize its full potential continues. This year, in addition to investing our own funds, we have received a $600,000 CHIP grant to build new homes on several of the lots. and public investment has not stopped there. This site backs up to Covington's Central Park, a huge investment that will connect several neighborhoods within Covington. Without giving away too much, I'll hand you over to William to talk about Central Park and what it means to our city.
In 2014, the city purchased 97 acres of Parker's pasture for $255,000. By July of that year, the city had installed $250,000 of sewer lines and named the property Central Park. When combined with previously owned city property, the park totals 162 acres that bisects the cities east and west, serving as a connection point for approximately 10 different neighborhoods. Within this destination, the park will have amenities such as disc golf, botanical gardens, walking trails, and playgrounds. Each neighborhood will have an access point which connects other trails in Covington and Newton County. Today, Central Park separates established, well-developed, and underdeveloped communities while existing in a qualified census tract. As the city works to engage and redevelop the surrounding areas, the park will be a connection and gathering spot for the Covington neighborhoods and act as a catalyst for redevelopment. When this park is complete, it will stretch from our Sterling Lakes community to Harristown and serve as a connection hub for all the city's trails. Harristown, which Kim will tour, will have a direct connection to this park and be our final stop today.
Hello again. We are in the Harristown community, which is home to the Harristown Park Senior Apartments. We're just a few blocks from Central Park. We wanted to take this moment to highlight some of our accomplishments before we get you back on the road again. Using our urban redevelopment plan as a guide, the Covington Redevelopment Authority purchased and demolished many older substandard homes and encouraged infill development in the Harristown community. The past focus on Harristown as a challenged community resulted in new development. It's really nothing short of a renaissance. Harristown Park represents an external $8 million investment using low-income tax credits. It's a senior apartment complex with 60 affordable units made up of 48 apartments, 12 townhomes, a community garden, and many other amenities located only 2 blocks from the historic town square. It was completed in early 2012 and continues to have a waiting list for potential residents to this day. The impact that new development has had on our downtown and the entire community cannot be overstated. We truly seek more assistance and resources to continue the momentum we have here.
Over the next decade, the Covington Housing Authority would like to support the City of Covington and GICH by making sure that we have a variety of housing options that is both appealing and affordable.
The Office of Economic Development helps align any resources in support of GICH's recommendations to provide quality housing to all of Covington.
I hope that you enjoyed your tour of our city. We've accomplished a lot, but we need your help to move forward. Utilizing the benefits provided through the GICH grant, we can make a significant change in Covington's housing quality. We will update our redevelopment plan, recertify our opportunity zones, and complete our housing study to provide incentives for housing in the right areas. If awarded this grant, we expect to learn new techniques for combating blight, implementing sound recommendations that make sense for Covington, and utilizing new resources to promote redevelopment and significant change throughout Covington. In the end, home is more than just your address. Home is where you love, live, and laugh. It's your safe place, or should be. It's where your day starts and ends. Home is where the heart is. In Covington, Georgia, we want everyone to feel this way and to have adequate, safe, and affordable housing, and we will not stop until they do. To the GICH Review Board or team, we're glad to have you here with us today. We look forward to working with you and other GICH professionals over the next 3 years. And on behalf of all the elected officials and the citizens of Covington, thank you.